Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll run here with a rookie from Washington. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
7. Bears nothing. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
38-yard line.
You look at this defense for the Vikings. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On play action, here's Williams. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bears at 1-8 now on the year. They come in on a 1-game winning streak. See if you can call it that. But remember, that was on the heels of an 8-game losing streak. So trying to keep it positive here.
I'm going to take your advice. I think that's a good idea. Let's keep it positive. But let's face it, it's almost like in the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. They're hoping to make this an extended run now, not close after one performance.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. To the air, Williams. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Looking to throw is Williams. A pass complete to Odunze.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 2. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Williams. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Jones, 26 yards. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Santos with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Ties the game at 7. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, McCarthy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dorsey. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Akers diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And his throw here is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, twisting away. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Play action. Now Williams. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll give him 4 yards there. And it'll be 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To throw, Williams. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Second and 10. Back to throw. Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 1 yard and now no yards. Have them looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Yes. Careful.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will take this one back all the way inside the 35.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McCarthy off the play fake. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 3.
Okay, ready?
They'll try the left side. Dorsey. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Let's go now. 60 Bison.
They run it with Mason. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Mason, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
What is it?
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Ready to run. Punch squares.
Looking to throw. Williams. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Operating from the gun, Williams. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on third down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Vikings will be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action. Now McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing is McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. And his stellar campaign continues. That now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number that very few running backs have ever reached in a single NFL season. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Oh, Dude's wide open. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up.
Back to throw. Williams. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Yes.
To the air once more. Williams. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
Vegas.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Yes. Tempo.
They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. But turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
At the 26-yard line.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Can't believe what I'm watching. Can't we
second down and 4.
Let it up. Axel. Tango. Come, Dilly.
They'll go again to Jones. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
What is up?
Off the bootleg, it's Williams. Now he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
What is up?
Looking to throw. Williams. Hard throw. Incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
What is up? Here we go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
4-yard line.
What is up? Blue.
Johnson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrusted with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Hey,
The
what is up?
Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Vikings 33, Bears 16.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 35, here's second down and 3. Up the middle they go. Dorsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, you can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Completes this to Addison out left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's McCarthy. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play, because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Third down from the gun, McCarthy. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
There go play action. Here's McCarthy. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Williams. And he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
19, Tiger.
They'll run on first down. Dorsey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, hey.
On first down, Dorsey. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Second and 7.
Go! Bronco 80.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
70 Lions.
Now McCarthy. These guys running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 24.
40. Bears 16.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And inside give to Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
What is that?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
What is going on?
To throw, Williams. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
To throw, it's Williams. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Bears 24.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running left, Mason. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
This is 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, They want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bears will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos to kick off for
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pick six we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a two-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Mason going to get it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
136 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now. Let's go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Vikings, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.